I'm going to open up the seats as I always do here at the Nothing Show, which is just what it is. It's a show about nothing. I've been seeing a lot of nothing going on out there on the news. I'm a little distraught with what happened over in Brussels. Obviously, our friends in Belgium had a really tough time at the beginning of the week with those lovely suicide bombers doing their thing. I'm not going to focus on the negative aspects of it. I think, if anything, as a positive, what we'll find out of this is that there will definitely be some lockdowns on securities. There will be some coming together of communities. There's obviously going to be those aspects that come with these types of things when they happen, when terrorist activities strike. We all have to deal with the consequences, and we just kind of move on from there. So other than that, I've been considering how I can bring this show out to the masses, and I'd be happy to take. Oh no, that's fine. He's on now. I thought he was on in an hour. I guess they changed it, huh? That's quite all right. I totally understand. There's going to be a tough chance of me competing with John Lee Dumas, so I might have to go see. I don't have any problem shutting my show down either. It's just one of those things. This is the Nothing Show. It could be nothing, and we could turn it off in 10 minutes and call it a day, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. So it's all good. Thanks for stopping by, Barbara, but maybe we'll see you over there on that show also. What's up? Authority Super Summit, huh? What's the principle behind it? Is it a marketing summit? I'm just curious. Hey, Roxanne. And that's fine. I'm just out here recording what I want to record. Major, yes, gotta run. We'll discuss. Okay, sounds great. Have fun. We'll see ya. And there she goes. Roxanne, you're welcome to jump in a seat if you're one that likes to get on camera. If you're not, I'm just going to kind of poke around a little bit and play around. I had a video that I was just playing there a second ago, and I'm going to go ahead and play that now. This is actually a gentleman that David Vaughn interviewed recently here on Blab. His name's James Wedmore. I co-hosted that show a while back. It was toward January, February. I think it was in February. And James is an avid YouTuber. He has several videos out there that help people understand how to produce better video content online. So I'm going to fire this up while we're waiting for folks to show up. If they don't show up, they don't show up. That's just the way it works sometimes. Let's see if this thing go. Oh, it looks like it's going to give me a fuss. It's not taking the link. It did just earlier, so let's see. There we go. And this is James. If you need to control the volume, you can slide the volume up a little bit to hear the show. And if anyone else decides to come in, we'll take it from there. This is better ways to make your video. I have a little tripod right here. How do you like that? Isn't that cute? There's a lot of people over at that other summit there, Roxanne. I would hate to see you miss anything extravagant. There's about 120 people in there already this morning. 3,000 have already been taking a peek. That's definitely one I can't compete with. Good deal. It's always fun to come out here and blast some videos out. They were doing that last night, only they were playing music videos, it seemed. Well, that's not the one I thought it was, honestly. I'm going to just dump that out of here. Because what I'm seeing today, Roxanne, is one of those situations that you can run into every now and then. And that is the fact that, I'll give you the link, as a matter of fact, if you can't see it in the chat or in your feed. This is where Barb ran off to. It is an authority summit blab that's going on right now. It looks like 3,000 plus people have already gone through there. Must have started early. So they've got some kind of summit going on over probably on the West Coast. There's 112 people in that blab right now. I think it's a marketing summit, but again, it depends on what you're into. I'm not really sure. I know John Lee Dumas tends to promote that the Gold Journal. I forget the name of it now. I'm sure you can find it out there. They've probably got a link to it already. Something Joel Comm tends to promote quite a bit, but it's a really well put together. And I should know the name of it. I just had it up here a second ago. Hold on a second. I mean, you can go take a look and see what they're talking about. I wish I remembered the name of it now. They put it together a while back, and it's really great. Hey, web girl, what's going on? Casa, what's happening with you today? Well, no, we got a couple of people in here. I'm surprised you guys aren't over at the summit. Were you over there, Nazim, to check it out at all? With John Lee Dumas. Barb was here and took off right away. I just put that link in there. There's a lot of people, a ton of folks over in that marketing summer. You're doing taxes today? Ugh. I know what that's like. I've been wanting to get out there and do my taxes myself. I've got a stack of stuff. Where was it? Yeah, it's in here somewhere. I've got some of my forms over here just awaiting. Since you got here, Nazim, I want you to see this. This is something... I think Roxanne managed to see it, but all you other folks who just showed up and didn't get a chance, I put it on the original recording at the beginning. But I'm going to do it again just for the sake of you guys, because with John firing up his blab when he did, there was really nobody in the room here at 11 a.m. Eastern. So this is how I'm going to begin the show every day. This is my little intro to the Nothing Show. So what'd you think, Nazim? Took me a little while to put that together, I did that just for you guys. It was something, and in the recording, it'll show up much better because with the locked seat, and that seat's unlocked if anybody wants to jump in, that locked seat will make my face really big on the recording. So when that plays back, it will be a nice little intro to the show if I do that each time I start it up. So let me get Nazim in here real quick.
I love
Good
it.
day, sir.
Just a question: Why is the logo showing up on the XSplit logo showing up?
That's a good question, and I'll tell you why.
Because you got the official version.
Well, no, I don't. This was
okay.
I have the Wirecast, and my Wirecast is.
Yeah, sorry, confusing Wirecast with you. Yeah.
No, that's all right. It's the reason. And if I was on the horn with Stephen Haywood this morning, and it's really kind of frustrating. Wirecast is so hardware intensive, not.
Really?
It's a little different than XSplit in regards to how it handles USB hardware. And I've been having some complications with my cameras and it telling me I have not enough USB bandwidth to run my two cameras. Because, typically I have scenes that can run. Let me flip this over. You're going to see another, like I can do picture in picture with this honestly too, if I want. Let me bring this camera over here where
cool.
you can see it.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of cameras running, and I'm going to flip over to another one, and it's going to probably try and play something. So just bear with me real quick for a second. I don't want it to play that. But normally I could just switch between the two cameras on either monitor and come back and forth to, either one.
Right.
But for some reason, Wirecast is crashing out, and it's bombing my cameras in a big way, which is really ticking me off. So
yeah,
I had to set it up. I had to set it up in XSplit, but I've also contacted XSplit because this isn't supposed to show up either on anything below 720p, or even 720p is allowable also for free without the watermark. And I contacted, and they asked, well, are you using the latest version? I'm like, yeah, I am, and I have been. And so they're looking into it for me. Hopefully before long, even the free version will get rid of that watermark, because out here we don't need high def.
Right.
640, 480 is all you really need to broadcast with at the most. That's where I'm at right now.
Gotcha.
I'm not running anything in high def. And it saves on bandwidth. It works a little better that way. So, so Nazim, sorry to hear there's been such tragedy over there on that side of the pond.
I was just mentioning in the other blab that I was in that I just got about an hour ago a security alert from the embassy. Let me see.
Roxanne, you can come back in. I was looking at other things.
I just got at 3 o'clock. The State Department alerts U.S. citizens to potential risk of travel throughout Europe following several terrorist attacks. U.S. citizens should exercise vigilance when in public places or using mass transportation. Yeah, crazy.
I think that's kind of the case anywhere we go nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, the alert is this travel alert expires on June 20th.
June 20th? Yeah. It's like 4 months away.
I know. It's kind of like, we told you.
Yeah, I agree. And that's sad. How's my mic sound today, by the way, Nazim? I've got a different mic plugged in today. Does that sound okay?
That's great. Sounds great.
Okay, good.
How long is too long for videos?
Come on in and ask that question, Roxanne. I didn't mean to ignore you the first time you came. Were you trying to get in the seat? Because I was paying attention to something on my other monitor when you did. Let's get you in here for a minute. That way you can ask that question yourself, and we'll see what it is you're trying to do. Hello, Roxanne.
Hey, Roxanne. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Now, when you say how long is too long for videos, what are you referring to?
On YouTube, whenever you're showing anything, for not even 4 minutes or maybe 2 minutes?
Oh, doesn't matter. You can play full-length movies if you want to out here.
Yeah, but I mean, she's probably meaning for the attention span of a person that wants to see something specific.
Yeah, the length of a standard music video is usually pretty on key. I did a show actually yesterday at around 3 p.m. Tim Schmoyer went live on YouTube, and he had 20 of his students giving 20 tips on how to create YouTube videos. So it was kind of a unique blab because when I created it, I dropped the live feed YouTube link, which is similar to what Stephen Haywood and the Tech Buzz guys do out here on Blab all the time. I dropped it into the link, and I literally had 12 other people in their feed above in the main. So we had like 13 people in the Blab. So they couldn't communicate with us. We could link into YouTube's chat and actually chat with them on YouTube.
Oh,
I don't think, excuse me, I got a scratch in my throat. I don't know if Tim actually caught on to the fact that I was broadcasting him live through Blab, that he had a full 40 viewers in here watching him also. So he didn't address us out here on Blab, but it was kind of neat being able to watch all these people switching cameras in and out. And some people stepped in and were like, how did you get so many people in this Blab? And I'm like, it's just
I logged in, and
were you
Blab, and I thought, why is he on YouTube? I saw that, and I thought, is this live or recorded?
No, well, YouTube can do live streams. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
People like it.
Yeah,
so
it works really well.
I wondered about that. If you could take where you can get the embedded code from YouTube and put it in Blab. Is that how you did it?
Well, you only need the player code. If you go to a video, maybe I can show you here. Let's go to a screenshot. I'll have to switch cameras here for a second. But let me get to, I might have to make one up. I'll have to add a feature. I don't think I have let me see if I have a desktop screen. Maybe I do. I got to look for a desktop screen. I don't have one loaded right at the moment, but I can do one. I'm going to come over here to my other monitor. And I'm going to size this up so you guys can see this.
Okay.
Bear with me a second. I'm going to turn off my camera on that side. So all you basically have is my desktop over there. You're going to see the unlimited infinity effect in my camera screen for the XSplit. But what we're basically looking at here, if you want to get to a YouTube video, and this is the Blab that's taking place over at John Lee Dumas' site. You can see they've had like 3,000 people go through there so far. But on YouTube, if you just pick some kind of video or another, this happens to be my YouTube channel, so I'm just going to head into one of the videos here.
There you go. Yeah.
And this is basically all you need to share in the feed for the drop-in is this link right here. I hope you can see. Let me size that up a little bit differently so you can actually see. Should be able to see where that's at. That's just the standard share link. You could, I think you could even grab what's up here at the top in the URL, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
Well, it has other factors involved, though. It actually has what's called a watch tag versus just a regular share tag. You can see that under here it says watch, and that puts it in a certain frame. If you just take the link down here, you're going to be better off. And the embed you're speaking of is here. This isn't what you're going to use in the drop-in.
No, that you use on a website.
Yeah. And for the live feeds, it's not much different. There's a link to the actual page that the live feed's taking place on. So you're really doing the same thing. You're just grabbing this link, dropping it in. And because it's live, you can actually link to YouTube. Obviously, like if I was to link this video, let's say, and I can do this real quick just to show you guys. And now this isn't live, obviously, and I could go live if I wanted to, but let me switch back over to my camera. Should be loading up. It's just taking a minute. For some reason, it seems like it lags the first time now when you do this. I'm not sure it's been doing this a lot today. There we go. I had to do it twice, actually, to get it going. So you have the video, and people can obviously click on the YouTube logo that's in that frame and head over to YouTube. So when you have a live feed coming from YouTube, something you can do is just have people click on the YouTube link and go over to the chat feature that's on YouTube. You can actually pop that feature out of a YouTube live video. So you could have the chat from the live feed as a separate window. And I can't show you that now because I'm not broadcasting through YouTube, but I could actually do that from here. If I wanted to go live right now on YouTube, I could simply use my broadcasting software and head out to YouTube Live, create a live stream, bring the live stream in, and we would be looping in together, though. I'd have a real issue with sound and audio going at the same time. So we don't really want to do that right now, but that's where you could actually create two separate chat feeds at the same time. You'd be able to have the chat feed here in Blab and the chat feed on YouTube Live and communicate on both sides at the same time. All you have to do is pause the video on YouTube live feed and play it through the player.
And I was wondering, instead of just showing a picture for your time when you're having your show, if you could actually do a live, saying what your show is going to be about, and just instead of just a picture,
you can do a little video, but you wouldn't want to do a live one because then you're stuck to.
That's a little tricky. Yeah, you're probably better off. I know what you're getting at, but yeah, I think like what I showed you guys just a moment ago.
Just that little beginning.
Having a little intro video is really the easiest way to do it. And most of the bigger producers, that's exactly what they do. Stephen Haywood has one that he's developed. He's had it done professionally, obviously, where they've gone into like After Effects is a big program that's used a lot through Adobe.
It's a high-level program, yeah.
Do you play around with that, Nazim?
Yeah,
Are you big
in the Blue Moon.
Do you really?
Yeah. What we use a lot is we use a lot of the from the Adobe platform. We use the media, the Adobe Media, that does all the conversions because we get a lot of video files and then we convert them. And once in the Blue Moon, we do a little bit of retouching, but not much.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's something I usually use all the open source stuff. I'm a big GIMP fan, so
I know.
I don't use Photoshop at all. I have Photoshop.
I'm married to Adobe somehow, so it's
right. It can happen. It really can.
Can I ask another question?
Sure can. You can ask away.
I got invited to the blab.me.
The what?
Blab what?
The blab.me.
What is it?
I don't know. I got a code, and I have to make a different username.
Sounds kind of fishy. Blab.emu.
I'd be careful with that.
Yeah, me too.
It's blab.eme.
UME?
No, .eme.
Could you spell that in the chat? I'm not hearing. I'm hearing blab.ume as in umbrella, manhood, and ecstasy or whatever.
Oh, Blab Me.
No, that's a personal account. Somebody's made that themselves. That's just a standard.
Yeah, that's a standard Me account. Yeah.
So, what's it for?
Good question. I'm going to go take a look for you.
I'm taking a look right now. Let's see.
Well, I tried it, and they give you a special code to make your password.
Interesting. I don't know if they can use the name Blab to do this. This is very interesting.
This looks like an account hack that people are trying to. For one, if you use the password that is anything you've used on any of your other accounts, you better get in there and change all your other passwords real quick.
Yeah. Let me see the standard terms here. What does this Blab mean?
Well, they tell you to do it on to keep. Now, I got a warning. Well, not a warning. It wouldn't let me send it to just a regular. Here goes my voice.
Hold on. I'm looking at all the
regular app. They said to do it on BlueStacks app player.
What is?
And I checked BlueStacks. And it was fine. But it goes to my Android.
I don't know. You know what? I'm looking at the terms and conditions. I'm looking. I don't know what this is. There's a blog, too. There's a blog about me. Blog. Let me see.
And it goes to Google.
How do you get this invite?
It goes to Instagram.
Oh, look, there's got Origin of Blab, win a PlayStation or Xbox competition, 4 ways to win. There's it's pretty bizarre, this thing.
Yeah, I'm checking this out. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
This is very strange. I would show this to Jason. No? What do you think, Leland?
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Yeah.
I don't know if they could use the name Blab. Just like that.
That'd be one. I'll see what. I'm sure Jason's busy, but I want to see if I'm in here, and we'll throw this at him and see what he thinks. Yeah. Anytime you see another brand offshoot of something that already exists, a lot of times what you'll discover is hackers are out there trying to utilize a previously established name to get you to think that it's legitimate or tied somehow into the original content creators. And then all of a sudden they're just creating a bogus page that's accepting names and passwords.
Yeah.
And what that allows them to do is they kind of figure if you use this password here, you may have used it somewhere else also.
Yeah,
So
very dangerous.
Is they have access. Hey, TechStud, check out that link if you can see it to blab.me.
Jason,
You guys know anything about this? Looks like a hacker account to get some passwords off of people that's going around. They're offering some type of discount.
yeah, we were wondering also about if they could use the name, the name hack, blab.me or whatever. I don't know.
Do you have the email you received, Roxanne, or whatever it was that had the code you were given?
Let me look.
If you do, I recommend you forward that to support or help. Support at blab.im. So TechStud, keep an eye out for that. It looks like it's some type of bogus website. I don't see any service being provided there at all that's being offered.
It's just collecting information. It's just collecting data. It's just collecting. There's a login. I wouldn't try that right now as we speak.
No, I wouldn't either.
But it's very strange. And then there's like standard terms of you know what's interesting? Let's go see. It would be interesting to see this domain. Let me look up the domain and
find out who owns it.
Who owns it and what the whole story is here.
So we were just informed of this morning, just a few minutes ago, Jason. Yeah, I would just highly recommend, Roxanne, if you logged in with a password you use anywhere else, go change those other passwords as soon as you can.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to scare you like that, but it looks like it's...
Yeah, it doesn't look... It looks kind of weird.
I just don't see... There's nothing that they're saying is what they do. It doesn't even tell us what this site's for. It's just basically one post.
Okay, I'm doing the domain name search.
With a bogus comment. So I thought you guys should know about this, Jason, in case anybody else gets taken in by this.
Okay, blab.
Thanks for bringing this to our attention, though, Roxanne. I know you probably
just
it was
weird.
It's very strange.
What kind of code did they give you? Was it just like letters and numbers, or?
Yeah.
And what did it say
like
the code was for?
5 numbers. 5 numbers where you put in your username.
And if you even want to send me the copy of the email, if you happen to have it, you can send that to Leland J. Best at email.
Let me look.
And I'll take a look at it too. Usually the email goes through.
Because off to the side, it would even let you read post from Brittany.
Okay, here we go. I got blab.me was registered on, originally created, the domain was on 21 July of 2008.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, and then
that's interesting.
It's administrative name Penny Boys, 6th floor, 253rd Fifth Avenue, New York.
Huh. Know those guys, Jason? Anybody in the New York office anywhere with Blab?
I don't know. It's kind of strange. It might be a coincidence, but it's kind of weird.
I just don't see what its purpose is. I'm looking at this site trying to.
Well, they're not using. They're using just the name Blab. There's not using the specific trademark. I mean the logo. I don't see the logo anywhere, but the fact that you got called into this is kind of strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did they find you? Maybe it's not even related. It's a coincidence.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing I don't get is it says Blab Me, the great way to let people hear what you have to say. How?
Penny Boys organization. I'm gonna look up Penny Boys in New York. Penny Boys.
That's just hilarious. Interesting. It's brought up certainly a unique topic of discussion
for the no.
Because it says, if you want to use it commercially for what? Have you been inside the platform then?
No, I assume she hasn't.
So you didn't log in at all?
No.
Well, Roxanne? Have you actually been in the platform?
Yeah.
Oh,
What does it look like? What's on the inside?
What's inside?
Well, let's see if I can show it. Because let's see.
But you're saying that Brittany was inside? You saw something related to Brittany inside of the site?
Thanks, David.
No. When you try to make a password with the little the 5 numbers they give you to change it.
Yeah, the priority code.
Yeah, the priority code. You have to make a whole new username and a new password.
Strange.
Well, yeah, it's not associated with BlabIM at all. David Vaughn, how are you doing today, buddy?
So when I did that, it went to the regular page.
Okay.
Where I could look up the
this just could be a coincidence. There's a
Blab, and
at the
it
top
reads some of the email. I mean the blogs that Brittany wrote.
Oh,
so you see data from the Blab team?
Yes.
Inside Blab.me.
That's freaky. Okay.
Yeah.
There's something
okay. Interesting.
Have you received any invitations to blab.me, David?
Yeah, I was the one who sent them out.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, you got to watch David.
I mean, David always puts you on the edge of on the fringe edges of danger.
No, we're trying to figure out. It looks like a bogus hacker site.
It's kind of weird
with a cover on it.
But it goes. After you put in the what's it called again? Shoot.
Well, it calls it a priority code at the front page.
Shoot.
I may just go open up a bogus email account and get in there and see what the hell it's all about.
You see, curiosity killed the cat.
I know. It does that to me sometimes. I can't help myself.
Watch your computer go poof.
It's called BlueStacks. You have to put in BlueStacks.
That's your code?
No. BlueStacks is a program that lets you play all these other games.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sounds like a lead-in to me just to get you to download software.
But you can also put in Instagram and Facebook, all this mess. But then it lets you put in Blab.me. And let me see if I can get into it and let y'all see.
Yeah, I know. I've seen BlueStacks before. I don't use those types of apps too often. It's just an Android emulator. It's basically got all the add-ons to it. Yeah. Okay.
This is owned by Penny Boys.
Yeah, that's what.
We did the search on that. Yeah.
Nazim checked them out.
In New York.
MX. Yeah.
They're in New York.
Okay. Yeah. I went under Android on here, and I get Google, Blab.me, settings, BlueStacks, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. So I wonder how I can show y'all that.
I think they're doing a playoff of Blab.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Now, copyright wise,
because it doesn't seem
if we can do that.
It doesn't look like anything that. Well, I don't know.
It's just a weird. All it is an about me and a terms and conditions to nothing. I mean, there's really nothing there unless you get in it. And she says it's got content that's kind of piggybacked off of Blab.im.
Yeah, that's probably just embeds or something.
Let's get the legal department.
Yeah,
right. A good one.
At legal. Is that real?
I figured you'd be over at the big
at legal.
Big Blab today there, David.
What
big blab you keep calling out?
Are you talking about the Authority Summit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on it earlier this morning.
That's been going on since yesterday.
I went in and gave some 2 cents this morning. It's I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think is he doing something every hour for a different person?
I saw this yesterday and I'm like,
yeah, but it's like he's got a new person every hour or something like that. So he's got, I think is the way that it is. So the guy that was on when I stepped in, he said some stuff and I didn't agree with it. But then he sat there and he said some more stuff and I was like, oh, okay, you're just saying do this.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, John Lee Dumas promotes that journal. What's the name of that journal, David? that everybody's using that gold-driven journal. I forget the name of it. Joel Kahn promotes it a lot too.
Hey, Jason, I was going to let you know that. Have you seen Blab.me?
Let me step out. Let me step out.
Oh, yeah, we already talked to him about that.
Let me step out. Let Jason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you, Nizzy. Yeah, that was. You want to step in, Jason? Give us a little feedback on that. Do you know what it's about? Have you found out anything? You don't have any, huh? Okay. So it looks like we ought to recommend people stay away from it because it sounds like they're just piggybacking off your name. They may have owned the domain since 2008, but that doesn't mean much.
I wish I could show y'all this page.
Oh, that's okay. I might poke into it. I'm one of those, curiosity gets to me after a while. I got some PC support to do here this morning and do some shopping, but I might come back to it a little bit later and see what that site's got on the inside just to take a peek, create a bogus email and password and get in there and snoop around.
Now, let me close this.
So what is the Nothing Show about, Leland?
Nothing. Can't you see? Welcome to nothing, man. That's what it says right there.
Let me see if I can log in on my Android.
Clear going on. You've done it.
Yeah, a little bit. Let me show you. Oh, okay.
So
It's one of the most popular shows. The most popular shows on Blab at the moment. The Nothing Show.
That's right. You damn straight. Now I've got a theme song thing going at the beginning and everything right now. What do you got?
Let me see if I can log on here.
Oh, it's responsive.
If you feel comfortable, go ahead.
Oh, nice.
If you really want to risk it, I'll let you, but I'm not gonna tell you can't. That's okay. I'm just curious what the interface on the inside looks like.
David, did you confirm me? Yeah, you did.
Oh, it's not me confirming it. You got to confirm the link on the email.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that.
No, I've basically put the show together, David, with no script, no topic. It's come as you are, and I'm starting the show off with the premise that we're going to make something of it, and we're just going to sit down. I don't want to talk. We can talk about business and marketing if you want, but I kind of think that there's enough of that going on out here on Blab.
The expression I got on that.
So
yeah, it won't let me on my phone because I don't have a lot put in on my phone. Oh, well.
And I want it to be open to marketing and tech. If people want to talk tech, they can talk tech. But
we can go to Zoom.
It's more about like our first show.
Leland.
Well, our first show was about karaoke. It was kind of fun.
My computer.
You want to talk tech? I need a microphone. That's what I need. I need a new microphone.
Well, you know what? I have just the nut microphone you can use.
I got this one that everybody hates.
Really? How do you like it though?
I tried it. It's very. I made my boss bring it over for me when she came to Italy. She got one for herself, and then she tried it, and we tried it, and it's not that great. And then she told me, "Why did you tell me to buy this mic?" And I said, "I told you I was buying one for myself."
Yeah.
I didn't. You decided because you thought, who made me the expert in mics? I was trying it out.
I've seen that. Who makes that one? Is that MTX?
Samson.
Oh, that's the
same link I just put in for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the Blue Yeti. Yeah, it's an affiliate link. It's $100.
I know, but Blue Yeti is too big. It's too.
You know what? But it's awesome.
I know everybody.
All right. Well, if you don't like that one, then I got one just for you. It's made by Blue.
I got my own article for that.
Let me see how much.
I got the
awesome. Okay, wait. First of all, I got to look at up on the Amazon Italy site. Hold on.
Is it the ACR or something like that?
Yeah, I thought about getting a 2100, but I'm not.
I got 24.
Big on dynamic mics. I'm thinking about getting a condenser mic myself. So
the second link is the Blue Digital Spark. It's the other one that I've got that I've actually been using more.
You're going too fast, David. You're going too fast. Wait.
I put the thing.
Stay with dynamic, really? You guys having trouble with condensers out here?
Is this dynamic or is this?
That's probably a dynamic mic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably.
Even though it could be a mini condenser.
$160 in Italy.
Because
that's a lot.
I don't know. The Pope needs something
for like $70.
No, it's $160 here in Italy.
That's
wow,
crazy,
that's
dude.
nuts. It's 108 now in the U.S.
I know.
I got a good deal.
No, I've
But
got an article.
I can't use your affiliate link because I can only make purchases with Amazon
Oh, I don't
Italy.
care if you. I just put that in there.
Hello.
Affiliate link, but I don't care.
He's just sharing his stuff.
No, but
Good
the
morning,
problem is I
Fast
find it to
Pup.
be too big, too. Mia brought it over. I tried it. I loved it, but I said, Mia, this is just too big.
And that's why I put in the Digital Spark. It's done by Blue. It's a smaller version. It's actually got a lightning adapter, but it's going to be more expensive than the Yeti because it's the newer version. And it's really, really good.
Okay, wait. The link is not working for me.
Yeah, I've got a blog post. Basically, I've put together like 10 of my favorites.
Maybe I put it backwards.
I've checked out for Mac and PC. These are more budget mics. These are all ones that are around $100 to $200 tops. A lot of them are under $100 actually.
What mics do you guys have?
I put it backwards, I think. No, I didn't.
Okay. Using a karaoke mic, believe it or not.
What do you have as a mic?
So I have the Yeti as a main mic. I have the Blue Spark Digital as the other mic. Hold on a second, and I will give you that link. Oh, it's Blue Spark. Duh.
This is a $10 karaoke mic that I've been using all this time. Yeah. And it's actually a wireless version that has a plug-in that goes cordless, and you plug it into the mixing board with a little antenna to it. Problem we always had with this mic when my wife and I would go places to sing karaoke is every time we would turn it on, a Christian radio station would pop into the feed. And it was like, what is going on here? Every time we would turn it on, it would start playing Christian music. And I was like, this is nuts. I don't get it.
Well, basically, because it was trying for you to do the karaoke singing on top of the Christian church songs.
Yeah, so we decided to go with the plugged-in version, but then I picked up that mic starting to the diaphragm on it's going out, so I've got to get a new one. This is on another older karaoke mic. It's just an older dynamic. I forget the name of what they call that. What do they call that, David? Where the mic's just running on a hot coil, basically, that bounces up and down. It's similar to a dynamic mic, and it is dynamic, but it's an omnidirectional mic. So you should be able to hear me over here too. Can you hear me? Can you hear me over here?
Okay, this over here in Italy, it's 200. It's about $220. The Blue microphone.
Yeah, and that's probably. I think it's like 160 is the best price I saw over here now, but it's typically been around $100, $200.
It's got rave reviews. 5 stars.
Oh, it's a wonderful freaking mic. The thing I liked about it is that it's got not only can you use USB to plug to a computer, but it's got a way for you to plug lightning adapter, so I can use it as the mic for an iPhone.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like Periscope will pick it up. Cool. Lab doesn't still. I don't know why. But I can do so. You can do you can record your podcast on the go. So for Mia, I need to get that over to Mia. I need to introduce her to it, but she's off in freaking Puerto Vallarta or something like that.
In Mexico.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh man,
it's her birthday too.
Yeah. And
going the Margarita.
But as much as she travels and everything, it's real light. It's got this cool little cloth bag. I mean, it doesn't fill up the whole bag, and it's got those 2 adapters in it. I love it. I had asked for it for Christmas, and then I couldn't play with the lightning portion of it because when they packaged it up, they sent 2 USB cables and not a USB and a lightning cable. But anyway, they fixed it up.
These are the 2 I'm looking at as far as condenser mics go, and they're both under $50 right now. They're on sale. They're normally $100 mics. And I want to get the boom though, because that's something I would really like to have. And for $22 right now, you can get a boom with an XLR cable attached to it if you're into mixing boards. But so that's something I'm trying to combine these 2 and keep it around $75. And that's what I'm hoping to do, because I've got this stand between my legs, and it's like every time I bump the table, you guys hear it.
Yep.
So I don't have any kind of shock absorber or anything. I want to get the shock absorber mount and go from there.
Yeah, and I've got all that for the Blue stuff. I went ahead and spent extra money and got all that, got it set up. So
your mic's right on the table there, right?
Yeah, well, not right now. I'm sitting in the kitchen, but yeah, I've got. So I don't have anything set up for the Spark Digital yet, just because I've been lazy. But the Yeti is mounted, so it's on a swing arm, and it's got the shock mount. And nice. I actually worked with Blue for a year getting the shock mount right because they were selling it and it was horrible. Every time you would sit there because it was so heavy, like Nazim's saying, it would start out like this and then it would start. It got what I call limp dick syndrome. Not to offend anybody, but so what we had to do is I figured out a workaround and I posted that out and let them know, but I had to get them. I must have freaking 5 shock mounts for the Yeti that don't work because they would send me a new one and they were like, all right, try this. And I was like, nope, same thing. And so finally we got it. I was like, this is what I did. This is what, whatever on your side you need to do. This is what you got to make sure it works. And they sent it out and it's working. Okay. So they're a great company, great support. It's just a really good product. And I know it's a little hefty in price, but I paid close to $300 for my Yeti, but I've had it for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've had it for a long time. I knew right then and there that's what I wanted. I knew it was large, but I wasn't going to carry it around or hold it in my hand.
Well, that's good news, though, because now I know the Guitar Center down the road in Flint here has got a couple of them that are used, and I figured if I ever wanted to buy one off the shelf that was already open, I wanted to find one that was reliable and it has a good, duration of life. So it sounds like that one's got a pretty good shelf life to it.
Yeah, I've got no complaints. And
hey, Roxanne, I tried to follow your link to the Epilepsy Awareness Day thing, but it went right to blab.im. So try doing just the link without any other context around it so I can get over there to it. For some reason, it's just kicking back, unless maybe you created the event and somehow stopped it or it's locked. Is that a replay or is that an actual
That's the one this Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not able to get to it for some reason.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Yawning.
Oh, no,
it's been a long day so far. So I'm getting ready to jump. So, hey, Leland, you need to go get on my list.
Do I? I'm on a ton of lists as it is. Why do I need to be on yours?
Change anything.
I'm just going to copy the text out and see if I can get to it that way. Let me try this.
There you go.
Well, what's going on?
So, Nazim, were you on there? Did you get my email out Sunday? Oh, he's on the phone.
Nope, it's kicking me back to blab.im.
Well, I'm going to delete that crap.
Yeah, that one's not. I copied just the link itself. It might just be missing something at the end or the beginning.
Well,
just try copying the link from the browser and drop it. Let's see. What's on the profitable list?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me redo it.
That's where you go sign up on my list.
I can go to your profile and just subscribe. That's all right, Roxanne. If it's an event that you have already set up for a scheduled event. Yeah, I got it. Okay, we'll do it that way.
So Ed, you were on my list. Did you get the emails on Sunday? You did, right? Saturday and Sunday? I want some feedback on the so what did you think of the one that went out Sunday?
Roll off the bass, Cliff. Says Cliff, roll off the bass. But I like my bass, man. I like my bass. It's all about the bass, No treble.
Haven't clicked through yet. I got you.
How's that, Cliff? Is that better? Are you happy now?
No treble. All right, I got to split because I've got a call coming up here in 10 minutes and everything. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, Leland. And I haven't forgotten about you. We still need to have our own. I don't even know what we were supposed to chat about. What were we supposed to chat about, Lynn?
I don't know. You got a hold of me and said get in touch with me, and I never did. We never did connect, so I don't know what you got going on.
It's just,
Talk to
me. Bye, Cliff.
Get a hold of me sometime. Nothing.
The subscribe link to that LED to a 404 page. Subscribe link. Which one? Really?
Just to that LED.
Oh,
do you have an LED?
Oh, really?
To your lead.
What happened? Did it break?
Nothing is important, Tommy. That's absolutely corrupt. You have that down. If anyone else would like to jump in a seat, feel free. That's what the Nothing Show is all about. We only got a few more minutes left today anyway, folks. So.
Oh, it did. Wow. That's interesting. Thank you very much.
For those who are interested in what I do, for any reason whatsoever. I do have a 10-day Biz Builder program that's available. It's a 20-day email series, 10 emails in length. You'll get one every couple of days to learn how to build a blogging network empire one way or the other in niche website building industry. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you have something that you like to do, maybe you breed horses, maybe you groom pets, maybe you just like to build fish tanks, I don't care what it is, I can show you how to build a website that'll help you profit through affiliate programs out here online. So take a look at my little program there. It's free of charge. All you got to do is sign up, spend the next 20 days learning all about it. And if you like what you see, get in touch with me.
Boom.
You might be able to, Tommy, if you work hard at it. I know some people out here. Actually, one gentleman I'd like to get out here on an interview is into green machines. He has built a turbine that runs on trash, something like the old Back to the Future concept, and he has been out on LinkedIn. He created his sites through the platform that I'm involved with that 10-day Biz Builder program. And basically, he went out and did a crowd share that got him $14 million to help build his business. So it really depends on how you approach it and how you work it. It can be detrimental if you don't know what you're doing. So it's all about there learning the ropes and being able to build a proper blog website and how to associate affiliate programs to whatever product or service that you want to promote. So it works out pretty well. I have several that I've built. I have one, radar.com. I have Angels and Things, which is just now in progress. I have my megabitaffiliate.com site. And I've got some other ones that are in the works that I haven't quite developed yet. I run bestatmobile.com, and another one that's out there is Best Auto Detailer. So for all you folks who are getting ready to clean up your cars for the summer, that's an example of a product website that I've developed that allows you to get out there, become an Amazon affiliate and sell products through Amazon. This is basically geared toward the auto detailing industry. Something I used to do. I ran an automotive detail shop for about 2 years for the dealerships in our area. So that's one of the sites that I came up with after the fact to kind of go virtual with it and provide content to those who detail vehicles, all the chemicals and equipment that they need to do.
What did you build this with?
That's actually through Fresh Store Builder. That's another product that I'm pretty tightly involved with. It's a really neat application. It's something you can resell.
Yeah, I see it at the bottom. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome platform. It's generated through a standard website format. You actually have to have the software to develop it, but it's loaded up onto a host, your own host, cool. And then you just bring it. And what's really neat is you can import all the content from Amazon automatically. All you have to do is know what you're looking for, find the products that you want associated with your brand, and you go in there and start pulling the products out of Amazon. It does all of the pull-ins with things for the reviews from Amazon and stuff like that are all drawn in from Amazon onto your website. So that's really pretty slick.
Very cool.
34 minutes or so. I'm sure we could, Cliff. One thing I have established, I was going to give that customer client a call, and my wife really needs to get out of the house to do some shopping. So we had anticipated as soon as my show was over, we were going to head to the store. I can try to be back here within an hour, but I'll give you a call before I leave once the show's over, if you got time. Do you have time for that? Okay. I'll give that lady a call.
Cliff, we were running a show here.
Yeah, right. He's trying to get me to work for him.
I know.
Cliff and I do work in the background too, so
that's called multitasking.
PC support.
That's called multitasking.
No, that's all good. I don't mind. It's hard to get a hold of him anyway, so when I see him out here on Blab, it's good to make a connection every now and then and say, hey, Cliff, we got shit to do. Let's get it done.
Oh, the best time to get in touch with Cliff is the early morning hours.
Yeah, like 4 a.m. is when he sends me his emails.
When I wake up over here and start working, it's like Cliff's still up.
Yeah.
Just look for that, Demetrius, so thanks.
Gotcha.
See, thanks, Leland, for letting me in on your Blab. It would have been forever. I would have sat there. I was like, what do you mean nobody's going to it?
No, not at all.
So well, guys, before you close the show, is this going to be a daily thing? The Nothing Show?
No, I've got this set up for Wednesdays right now, Nazim.
Good.
So
good.
Wednesdays at 11 a.m. All right, David, we'll talk to you later. Stick around for my closing credit. It's not a credits, really. I haven't finished that part of it yet. It's just kind of a simple slam the door shut on the way. Nazim, you're out of here.
Bye, guys.
I'll talk to you later. This has been Leland Best, and this has also been The Nothing Show. So come see us next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for another show that really starts with nothing. So let's make something of it, shall we? Have a good week, everybody.